Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. I know this has been highly requested, so here's another week in the life of an Australian medical student. Since this is my final year of medical school, I've noticed I've had to make some changes in my workflow and the way I've lived, and this is a video in which I'm pretty keen to show you guys how I live my week-to-week and day-to-day life in order to accommodate for my study, for my work, and for my social life. So today's Saturday, which marks the beginning of the week for me. So I like to get my laundry done, I like to get my meal prep done for the whole week, and I usually go to the gym around this time. So without further ado, I'll bring you guys with me now.
차가운 도시의 따뜻한 여잔들 그냥 좋아한단 말도 안 되는가요 솔직하게 난 말하고 싶어요
Alright guys, all done with the gym. Now I'm gonna go get some groceries.
하루 종일 머릿속에 네 미소만 우리 그냥 한번 만나볼래요 나 오늘부터 너랑 잠을 한번 자볼 거야
Alright, so finally finished meal prepping for the week. Got some fried rice, bolognese, some mince, and some more spaghetti over here. So I'm gonna chill out for a bit now, have my lunch / afternoon tea, and then tonight we got some OSCE practice with some of the boys. Hello mate, hello.
I understand that you've got abdominal pain, is that correct?
Yes.
Can you, in your own words, tell me what's been happening?
Well, I had this. Alright, see you mate. See ya.
I'd love to be part of the pancake family, my friend.
Alright, just finished OSCE practice. We're gonna go get some food now. Alright guys, just had a quick clean on my room, and before I do some study, I wanted to talk about a book I've been reading recently. So this is Ikigai, and Ikigai is a Japanese concept which roughly translates to the happiness of always being busy. So the authors go to Ogimi, which is a rural town in the Okinawa prefecture of Japan. And this town has some of the oldest people in the world. And the authors try to find out, why is that? And it's largely due to that sense of always being busy, always doing something. Whether it's waking up at 5 a.m. to tend to your garden, or spending time every day with the people in your community. And I think this is largely contrary to what our society has become more like. We have stuff like TikTok, Instagram, very short-term, easy pleasures to achieve, rather than these more long-term and more consistent goals. And I'm trying to incorporate more aspects of Ikigai into my own life. So I've been not looking at my phone or any screens 1 hour after waking up and 1 hour before bed. Saturdays now are my sort of tech internet detox, so I won't look at my phone at all. And before I study, which is a big part of my day usually, I will have a ritual which I do, which now is just cleaning, or just a quick clean of the area. It makes me feel prepared. I get my study done, and afterwards I reward myself. So it's usually watching YouTube, with dinner or something. But it's a concept so far, having applied it in my life, I found to be quite useful, and I thought I'd share with you guys. But without further ado, I'm going to do some study and then going to go play basketball with some friends afterwards as well. Alright, so I'm just about to head off to bed. And before I do, I've been doing some mindfulness meditation for the past couple of weeks using this app called Balance, which has had a 1-year free trial, which is really great. I found it's helped me to de-stress, to get rid of any racing thoughts, and just to feel better before I go to sleep.
Welcome back. This is day 2 of your second foundations plan. In today's meditation, we'll begin to practice the labeling skill you just learned about in the lesson. Since I understand you're new to labeling,
얼마나 기다려왔는지 아마 짐작도 못할 거야. 조금은 어색하겠지만 이제 내 맘을 전할게. 너와 함께 날
Morning guys, it's Monday and I've just driven to hospital for the start of my week. This year I've been placed at Midland St. John of God Hospital and currently I'm in the emergency department into my last week of a 4-week rotation. It's been really nice so far. You get to get really hands-on, see your own patients, take your own history, do your own exam, take your own bloods, do your own intravenous cannulas. So overall, it's a very hands-on, proactive placement. We usually have shift work, so I've come in for an 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. shift today. I'm running a bit late. It starts at 8 a.m., so I'll bring you guys with me.
달과 별이 있는 곳 그곳에서 손을 잡고 하늘을 날아오를 테니까 겹쳐왔던 내 마음을 너에게
Alright guys, done my ED shift today. A pretty interesting patient came in. So he was a category 1, which is an emergency. Had to be resuscitated, which means that a team of consultants, doctors, nurses, they all work together to make sure the patient's treated correctly. And he had to be intubated in the end and sent to ICU, which is the intensive care unit. He had come in with seizures which weren't stopping, which we call status epilepticus. I think he's doing better now. The last I saw him, he was still in ED, about to be transferred to ICU. But placement's done for today, so I'm gonna grab some facial cleansers and some moisturizers from Chemist Warehouse.
이 세상이 끝나는 그날까지 너와
Guys, doing 3 sessions of 60x10 Pomodoro today. We'll get started soon.
너에게 보여줄 거야 언제까지.
Guys, it started raining. I don't have a shift today, but I've just come in for a seminar that we have for an hour. I think it's on kidney disease, so that should be good.
How do we know whether this is acute or chronic? That's the main thing, right? You have a patient in front of you with renal failure.
I'm here with Quincy and Natalie. So Quincy, how'd you find our lecture?
Yeah, it was good. Learned a lot.
Yep. Good. How about you, Natalie?
Oh yeah, it was really good. Dr. Kalindu gave us a talk on renal stuff.
Alright. Just finished a study stream. Tomorrow's our monthly flat inspection, so I'm gonna do some cleaning, and afterwards I'm gonna go pick up Ziyang from the airport. So we just wiped down the fridges and the bench tops. Looking a lot cleaner than before. Sink's looking also pretty good. We've done the kitchen stove, the exhaust up here. Now what's left is the hardest part, which is floor, because this floor stains really easily. Finished most of the cleaning, gave it a good effort, but wasn't able to finish the cleaning before Ziyang needs to get picked up, so I'm just gonna go now and get him. Yo, how's it going? Welcome back.
Oh, are you vlogging?
Alright, well guys, I think this is the cleanest. I'm gonna get the flat. I'm gonna have some dinner very quickly and then go to sleep. Future Harry here. With final year medical school exams coming up, I've been doing a lot of OSCE practice lately. So I'm super excited to announce that I partnered up with Oscar, an OSCE practice tool that I've been using for a few months now. Oscar is a straightforward way to practice your history taking skills. You can practice anytime, anywhere, and focus on any clinical presentation you need. Created by doctors and med students who have faced the same challenges, Oscar focuses on the essential skills needed to excel on your OSCEs. I think one of the coolest features is the use of virtual AI patients. You communicate with these patients via typing or voice input, and learn to ask the right focused questions to hone your diagnostic skills. After giving your differential diagnoses, Oscar prompts you to answer high-yield questions, ensuring you have the key knowledge to provide relevant examinations, investigations, and management in your OSCE stations. Plus, if you have friends to practice with, Oscar offers script versions of their stations too. And right now, Oscar is more affordable than ever. you can get 50% off using my code PANCAKE when you sign up. So if you want to improve your OSCE prep, practice history taking skills, and sharpen your diagnostic abilities with virtual AI patients, check out OSCE. Use the link in the description to get started and take advantage of that deal. Now, back to the video.
If you are using an on-site interpreter, a triangular seating arrangement is ideal.
And the picture that I've got on the right there, that's a picture of my cat.
Look up at the stars.
Alright guys, so just got back from placement. Didn't do too much today just because there were a lot of medical students on in the emergency department today. But did have some resident ED teaching, which was quite nice. Today, just gonna get some study done. I have a basketball game tonight, so hopefully we win that. And yeah, let's get to it.
This my prayer in darkness.
Alright everyone, just had dinner. I'm going to now edit my vlog for my elective placement I had earlier on this year. And after that, I'll probably get to sleep.
Don't you hear I'm falling? What else can I do? Through the years I'm calling home to you. Be the one who says I want you.
Alright guys, just got back home and today was the last day of my ED rotation. Got all my forms done for the rotation, which is good. And just for the end of the rotation, I just wanted to give some thoughts and some reflections on what I've learned and what I've done through the placement. I think the ED or the emergency department rotation really tests your skills you develop throughout medical school. And it does make you feel more like a doctor rather than someone who's just like trying to rote learn a bunch of random facts and memorizing guidelines. But I guess you do realize all of this stuff that you learn in medical school, even the small miscellaneous things, they do add up and they do actually matter in practice. And I think I've really gotten more confident with my IV cannulation skills. Previously, I'll be really hesitant to even approach an IV cannulation. Now I would say I can at least give it a shot, and if I don't get it, then I'll just pass it on to my more senior colleague. And overall, I've realized the level of clinical knowledge everyone has is quite different, and you shouldn't expect yourself to know everything, essentially. As silly as it sounds, I think that kind of can sometimes feel like an expectation as a medical student, especially with all the topics. You learn every single topic, and you realize you see people and people make mistakes and they forget things. And I think it's important to brace that, as long as you're trying your best and you're keen to learn, that you'll be a good doctor and a good clinician. For tonight, probably just gonna get some study done, maybe go to the gym, edit more of my elective vlog. So yeah.
Since I'm in my final year of medical school, our internship applications are coming up, which means that's our first year that we're going to be working in hospitals. And because I'm originally from Sydney, which is on the east side of Australia, I'm thinking of applying there for my internship. But I'm also going to make an application in Western Australia. So right now I'm just going through my CV, my cover letter, looking through the application process, thinking about what hospitals I want to preference first and last. I believe for the application in New South Wales, which includes Sydney, they have a stacking preference for which hospitals they put, and just trying to figure out what that is and which hospitals have the rotations that I want. So we're going to be taking all of that into consideration when I'm making the internship application. So hopefully that all goes well.
It's Friday morning, and today we have a back to campus session, which happens at the end of every 4-week rotation we have. Essentially, this day we have some credentialing workshops. So we'll have a tutor who assesses our skills in such as IV cannulation, venipuncture, which is taking bloods, putting on personal protective equipment. And in the afternoon, I believe there's a session in which we'll reflect on a patient advocacy case that we had to write up during our last rotation. And it's nice to go back to uni every once in a while. You can see all your friends who are at other hospital sites, and it feels more like the early years in medical school. Done with our morning sessions. Now we're just eating lunch before we go on to our next session.
No, get out.
Doing some spot diagnosis dermatology. What do you think this one is?
We've got a chap here, right?
Would you like to introduce?
35.
Okay.
His name's Timothy. He's not having a great day.
Teach a man to fish. Actually, no. Give a man to fish. You feed him for a day. You teach him how to fish. You feed him for life. Wow.
But guys, that's the end of this week in my life as a medical student. Thank you all very much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I think this might be my last vlog that I'm going to make in med school, as I have internship applications coming up and exams, so I'm going to be quite busy, and I can't guarantee you guys I'll have time to film another one. But nevertheless, I've really enjoyed filming these vlogs. They've made med school a lot more memorable for me, and it's an avenue for me to show you guys how I have gone through med school. Once again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned potentially for more content like this in the future, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye bye.